Hello, everybody. It's your boy, Hazer, back once again, looking at some SPL gameplay. We're back. SPL is back, one weekend, and it was fun. It was fun to watch, I thought. Quite a lot of 3-0s, which meant that it wasn't painfully long. You know, it didn't feel like it was dragged out with the best of 5s, but some fun smite, and we're going to take a look at some fun smite today. I wanted to look at a game-winning team fight from the Oni Warriors up against the Highland Ravens. It was, I don't know, I thought it was just fantastic. It's just one of those fights where everything hits everybody. It could have gone another way very easily, and it wouldn't necessarily say it's crazy skill diff. It's a good call by the Warriors to fight, but it's just something a little bit special, which is why I chose this one to watch back. There's also a few different little bits and pieces to discuss around it. I'm trying a slightly different format. Previously on some of these videos where I did like teamfight breakdowns, people have asked for a little bit more prefacing on how the game got into the state that it was in when the teamfight went on, which I've tried to include a little bit more in here. I maybe feel like I've gone too far in that direction, but let's see. We'll watch it out. In terms of team comps, I guess you're looking at the Ravens have very much a Gold Fury focused team comp here, where they... A Gold Fury? What am I talking about? A CC focused team comp here, where they want to force beads, and they have good disengage with the Horus and the Olaron to a lesser extent, and they want to force beads and then punish off of that with the comp they've got. The Pele as well. I like the Ven tried to get active on this early. He rotates over to the duo side early and tries to make things happen. Netroid lives on 1 HP. So this game could have started a lot better for the Ravens. They end up getting punished by a Peg on rotation, and Hurlwind falls for first blood. And then from there, the Warriors open up a fairly sizable lead, mostly playing through the duo side of the map. They were, I believe, 4-0 up, as we'll see in a second here. Yeah, they were 4-0 up through the early game. And then the Ravens start to get their comp working. They start to abuse the CC that they have, again on the duo side of the map. Lots of duo side focused fights in this one. But yeah, they just kind of group up early over there. They have early rotations from Ven again, which is what I really like to see from Ven. And then Pegon makes a pretty big mistake here in trying to go on the Ola run while not having any beads. Zap gets the ult knock up. You're never living that if you don't have beads. It's just too much damage. And the Ravens all of a sudden are back in the game. They picked up a Gold Fury, and they end up kind of transitioning that into a slight lead. But they get caught out. This is probably a genetics call. Hey guys, I'm going to contest Beacon as it spawns. You guys do the Fire Giant. It's a smart call. Lack of wards around the Fire Giant, you could argue, is an issue. No real wards topside apart from on the, like, around solo. Too far away. And it looks like Scream doesn't even see it. Haddock seems to check it and decides to ult, but it's already done. The Warriors make a nice call and pick up a free Fire Giant. Then they push down solo side, and there's a bit of a bug here. I don't know if I can throw in the comms a little bit, but pretty much, yeah, let's do a listen in with the comms. Hopefully I'm at the right bit, but pretty much the problem here was that SOT couldn't TP. I don't know if they were winning the fight regardless, but there's a little bug where whereas if you upgrade teleport, I believe it is, you sometimes can't use it straight away. And that's what happened to SOT. He was unable to teleport in, and the Warriors end up losing that fight hard. I don't know if they would have been fine if he was able to TP. Not sure. But this gives the Ravens kind of control of the game again. They push down mid. I decided to include this fight here because of something that Hurry mentioned somewhere, and that's that Van actually combat bombs in this fight, and you could argue that that's fairly significant. You can see that he has the bomb in his inventory here. The bomb, Pele has it in her slot, and you'll see when it gets placed down. Where is it? Where is it? Let's see. There it is, you see it. It knocks up SOT. SOT seems to just kind of stand in it. But the bomb was used, and then the fateful fight comes along. So we'll listen to this the first time through with the listen-in comms. They come in about 15 seconds. But yeah, it's an unfortunate listen-in for the Ravens as well. I feel like they just tried to flip this. But I'll just let you listen along with the comms first time around, then we'll take a look at it together.
Listen in on the Ravens and see what they're going to do.
They got it. Mori's on the left side.
Of course they did.
We can still fight here.
Big Tom.
Mori's on the left side.
Cup.
I have a ring toss.
I can hold this in here. I'm holding
Yeah, I'm in.
Go
Stern.
I
find the Stern. On me.
I'm with you, Van.
They're all-inning me. All-inning.
One.
Mori Aegis. Mori beats Aegis.
Oh my god.
Oh, they double Susano.
Farm by Susano.
Yeah, they double Susano us.
That's crazy.
Haddix at this point just trying to run away for his life. Things go so well. Big taunt there. You know, you're on Kern. You got his beads. You got his Aegis.
Darn crazy. Susano, double Susano, showing the power of that character. And when Susano all hits 4 people, it's pretty bad for you. So we can watch this fight back now with a little bit more calm. So first thing I wanted you to know is Susano right now, you can see him crossing a ward there at the top left. They saw him on the mid wave, and then he crossed over and they saw him on that ward and they decided to make the pull. But Haddix did back at the exact same time, which I don't know, you end up in a 4v4, you're like, maybe we got rid of their scariest player. But then they go into this fight, SOT and Pegon both go in with a steal attempt. It is SOT who gets it with his 2 on Amaterasu. And then they chase through. You can see the Pele go in first, and then the team gets separated by the Cabracanal. They're able to follow fairly quickly with the Horror Assault, which is pretty good. Gets them in there to follow up and help. They just end up overgrouped. They try and peel back to help Van, which I think came a bit through from the comms, and they just get AoE'd to absolute oblivion. And now we can watch it from Pegon's point of view. I just wanted to point out that like he could very easily have stolen this as well. It was a bit, I don't know. I don't think, I'm sure that the Ravens will think they were unlucky not to get it. But if you really think about it, were they favored to get it? Like, did they have a bigger damage tick than either Pegon's 2 or SOT's 2 in this situation? I'm not sure they did. Pegon stepping on boards here, so you know he's off to the side. He ults, and you just see it. Just watch it. Oh! It's just unbelievable, the amount of damage that comes out in a short period of time there from the 2 Susanos. Now we're going to watch from Panatom's POV. Little bug there in the mid lane. This is like FG showing up here, weirdly. But you can see he shows on the mid wave. And look at this time. 23:40-ish is when he was on the mid wave. 23:43, 23:45, 46. He crosses this ward. And he goes, does the back camp. You can see Screamin' Co pulling FG at this point. He goes, he does the shield camp. So he's already been out of the solo side of the map for 20 seconds easily at this point. Backs to base. He's like, oh, we got FG. Nice. Runs out of base. I had to fast forward this to make sure the clip wasn't too long. He runs out, runs into the fight. He arrives, sees everybody get knocked up by a Susano ult. He's like, oh, that looks like fun. Maybe I'll do that too. Knocks the remaining players up, and they just demolish them. Just absolutely crazy. And then this is Van's POV. I think that from the comms and from the fight, I don't love the play here from Van to dive in. It was a bit of a desperation fight. You can see he uses his 2 on the fire. He steps up. They missed a few abilities here as well on the chase. They got a huge taunt. Haddix hits 2, but then the knockups don't hit. Van dashes through onto nobody really with his ult. Ends up fighting an Amaterasu, which is just, you don't want that as a Pele. That ends up going down. So I think, yeah, a bit of a panicky fight. But at the end of the day, I don't know how much you can really account for what happened there. We're going to slow-mo on the FG as well. Slow-mo on the FG secure. You can see Hurry uses his frenzy. He walks up, he taunts the Cabracan. One thing that's worth noting here is that the Horus isn't here, obviously, right? So all they have is that taunt. That's the only interrupt they really have. SOT is going to be immune to it. But it would be nice to have the Horus there as well to go on the Mori or to create some space, or even just for extra DPS or for the immediate chase, so you don't need to LAL in. And this is just how the game ended. The Warriors pull it together. They march down the duo side and kind of split solo and duo, but there was an over-rotation from the Ravens. They are away from their Titan, and the Titan ends up going down. Warriors win clean 3-0. Not clean game 3. The other two games were very, very good, but they take this one down in the end. Cool to see the Warriors still having their identity, I would say, that they had with Jake. They're still early game dominant, and they're still really quick on the trigger around objectives. It's been, I think that the genetics doubters will be a little worried that it's just going to work out in the end. Yeah. I had fun watching this one back. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about the format, any changes you'd like to see. Likely won't be getting any more, well, you won't be getting any more demo reviews this week because patch came out. This is all I recorded ahead of time. At least I recorded this, right? I have got a video kind of planned out for next week. Well, I've started collecting funny SPL Pro clips from week 1 already. I'm thinking 2 weeks would be a good cadence to do that one on. So that'll be coming, and I'll be looking out for some more demo reviews to do next weekend. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. I hope you have enjoyed all the content I've been putting out. Check out the Barracuda interview. Check out the Ven and Scream interviews if you want to. And if not, that's fine too. I will see you at the weekend at the latest, but maybe before. We'll see. Maybe we'll throw a stream in there. Have a great one. I'll see you later. Bye.